Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Cressi AquaRide BCD. So this is a jacket style BCD. It's got integrated weights. It's a fairly tough material. This is a great sort of starter to intermediate sort of recreational BCD. It's got that jacket style, so it kind of wraps around you. You've got your pockets, you've got your integrated weights. It's starting to move on and take on a lot of the sort of modern day sort of features that you get on a BCD. Let's take a closer look. So starting up over your left hand shoulder, very traditional sort of corrugated hose leading down to your inflator. You've got a big black button there to inflate and the black button on the tip to deflate, and of course your oil inflation valve. This of course does, if you grab hold of it and pull it down over your shoulder, there's a steel cable inside of that, and if you can hear this, it just vents it. So that's a really quick, easy way, especially when you're on the surface, you can just pull that down. That's at the highest point, so you can go down. So that's really nice at the beginning of a dive, just to pull that down and away you go. Underneath that, you have two pre-bent metal D-rings, fairly small D-rings, but because it's pre-bent, it just lifts the bottom away from the strap, so it's a bit easier to clip things onto it. You've got a couple of those over your left-hand shoulder and a couple over your right-hand shoulder too. Joining the shoulder straps together is a pinch clip chest strap, but these are elasticated, so they've got a little bit of give, not too much, because you don't want those straps just to be stretching all over the place, but you do want a little bit of give so you can move around and don't feel like you're restricted. Below that, very traditional pinch clips on either shoulder, sort of quick adjustments on those, but big sort of clunky sort of pinch clips you can get in and out real easy. The back plate is padded with this sort of modern foam material, so this is very light. You get a decent padding, that's about sort of 1, maybe 2 centimeters thick, and that's quick drying as well. This nylon, it just kind of sheds the water, so it dries out pretty quickly between dives. Around the front, you have a Velcro cummerbund that just helps keep the BCD sort of wrapped around you so it moves with you and it's nice and comfy. And in front of that, a bit more robust, you've got that pinch clip with a 2-way adjustment. So moving to the side of that, you've got this little plastic D-ring. So this is really to help get kitted up, especially with the integrated weights. You can pull on that to really kind of jam it in, so that's kind of fitted really correctly. If we take a look at the side pockets, so you have a little zipper and a bit of sort of gusseting on the side to open up these pockets. Really good sized pockets inside of that, so you can fit a decent sized torch or your DSMB or maybe a spare mask in that. And even though this BCD is fully inflated, because it has this kind of extending section, this gusset on the side, it opens up that pocket so you can still get stuff in even when you're on the surface. Above that, we have a tiny little sort of metal D-ring, so you can clip your gauges onto that or something. But this is the sort of modern twist, and that's just a little cut through, so you can bend the hose and kind of put that through, more for your octos. But for this, you can probably go around the side and go underneath the pocket, and then actually feed your SPG up through there, and if it fits through that, you can just poke it out, so that protects the hose and keeps it exactly where you want it. In the mix of all of this, we've got integrated weight system, so very simple, just grab hold of that handle and give that a tug and that will come free. Decent size in that, you can probably fit sort of 4 kilos in each of those, so 8 in total in the integrated weight system. Pretty comprehensive sort of buckle on that. Unless you actually pull on that handle, the mechanism sort of won't allow it to fall out. You've got a little D-ring on the underside of that, again metal, so nice and secure, so you can clip things off onto that. On the right hand side, very much the same, except with this one you get a little hose router clip. These are handy just so you can quickly clip a hose into that and then quickly release it if you need to. The same with the pockets and the octo. Turning the BCD around, so on the back side we can see we have an overpressure valve over our right hand shoulder. So pull on that cord, you've got a little toggle over your right hand shoulder, pull that down and that will vent. You've got the shoulder dump over your left hand shoulder. You've got a decent sized leash that goes around the cylinder valve. Tighten that and that just acts as a backup to your main cam band. The back plates is kind of curved with a rubberized section down in here, so that's really going to cradle your cylinder, stop that from twisting and turning, and then your main cam band, very traditional plastic cam band on that, that's going to hold it in position. Flanking that either side we have trim weight pockets, so a little popper and some Velcro for these trim weight pockets. So this just allows you to take some weight out of your weight pockets and move it up into the trim. It's not quick release, so you can't dump it. So you only want to put 1, maybe 2 kilos in each of these. And then down over your right hand kidney, you've got another overpressure valve, dump valve. Just pull on that little toggle and that will vent. So that's if you're inverted or if you're flat, the air can just vent out of that. And you've got a little section of Velcro that just holds it in a neat little position, but you can just take it out of that if you want. So all in all, a pretty good recreational BCD. It's got all the features that you need. The material is pretty tough as well, so I'll be happy kind of sort of jumping into a wreck in this. Because it's jacket style, it wraps around you, you've got the pockets, you've got that storage, you've got the integrated weights. It kind of ticks all the boxes. As far as weight, it's not a heavy BCD, which is great for the sort of modern traveling diver. I quite like it. This is the Cressi AquaRide BCD. Thanks for watching and safe diving.
We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.